What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay, back here with another video. Hope y'all doing good. Hope you're blessed. Hope you're on your purpose, and I hope you get into a bed. All that good shit. It's Thursday, top of the morning. Got a special vid planned for y'all today. Today we're gonna be talking a little bit about mindset. So you got your growth mindset and you got your fixed mindset. So we're just gonna be diving into a little bit about the differences and how you can achieve more so of the growth mindset versus the fixed mindset in your own life, because that's what we are aiming for. So I guess to hop straight into it, it would be best to first define what a growth mindset is versus a fixed mindset. And I think this concept first came from a book called Mindset by Carol Dweck. I think she was the first one to kind of coin it and really go into depth with the studies and everything like that. And I don't have the studies pulled up in front of me, but in my interpretation, essentially what a growth mindset is the perspective of you being able to essentially grow in your life in whatever area that may be, whether that's financially, physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever. It's just recognizing that you have the ability to grow. And then with the fixed mindset is thinking that you are stagnant or stuck where you currently are. Now, of course, when you hear those things, it's like, all right, well, why would I ever have a fixed mindset? I believe I can grow in different areas. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But a lot of the times we don't understand how we might have a growth mindset in one area and then a fixed mindset in the other, based on mental programming and conditioning. Dang, I can't talk today. Mental programming and conditioning that we may have grew up with, that was instilled to us by society, family, school, whatever it may be, right? So, for example, for me, one of the things I've always had a growth mindset. I can grow my brain, like I can get smarter. I think I can always learn more. I'm curious and different things like that. And then I started working out, started seeing the results. So that gave me a growth mindset with my body. But some of the different things I started to uncover was like, I never really viewed myself as a creative person or, an artist in that sense. And I would kind of hold myself back from pursuing or enjoying different things. So one thing, just like singing and rapping and dancing and shit like that, I really enjoy, but I was always told, like my mom, she talk shit like, oh, you can't sing, or oh, you can't dance, you ain't got no rhythm, it runs in your family, you ain't got no rhythm, whatever. And not knowingly, I let that and allowed those thoughts to stick with me throughout me growing up, which led to me avoiding dancing or avoid singing or avoid some of these different things, thinking that I couldn't get better. But once I flipped back and started to analyze and recognize some of these beliefs I have and like where they came from and why I have them, and understanding that it's inherently not true, which I think is a big thing about breaking out of the fixed mindset, is understanding that it's just not true. You have the ability to grow in all areas of life. Like, you may not be LeBron James, you feel me? If you can't hoop, you could work for 10 years straight every day and become a really good hooper. Like, you could be D1, D2, you could be a top tier hooper, you feel me? You can be top 1% hooper in the world. But would you go to the league? Would you be the top 0.1% of hoopers in the league, in the world? There's only 400 people in the league. And then would you be able to be LeBron James? Like, I think, DNA definitely plays an aspect in how good you can get at certain things, but you can still improve dramatically from where you are. So will I ever be Chris Brown, Michael Jackson, or Usher, or any of these niggas with singing and dancing or something like that? No, and I'm not saying I will, but you can drastically improve them to where you're proficient, or to where you feel more confident in your own abilities. And I'm just using singing and dancing in this example, but of course it can be applied to different things in your life. So I know some of my friends or things like that, they've grown up with limiting beliefs about money. Oh, only a certain amount of money is obtainable. If I can't do this, only a certain body type is attainable. I have a certain body type, it runs in my family, this health condition, whatever it may be. It's just inherently not true. You can always improve. And I think that once you understand that it's not true and make that mental flip, that's when you actually start the improving process. That's when you actually start the growth process. So, I think a lot of people avoid the growth mindset because of what it takes to actually grow. Growth is uncomfortable inherently. It's I have spoke about this in previous videos, but anytime you're growing, you're going to experience some discomfort and resistance. So a lot of people tend to avoid that in areas that may be beneficial for them in the long term. Maybe I eventually end up becoming a musical artist or something like that, where I rap and sing and different things like that, and all these things come in handy. Or maybe I'm at a party and I need to be able to dance to kind of just be able to relate to other people, or enjoy myself, and these different things might come up, but you never will realize that if you never took the time to investigate why you don't have a growth mindset. And I think this is very important for things that we wish to get good at. I mean, some shit that I just don't care about, that I don't care to get better at. Like, again, with the art thing, I'm not a painter. I don't want to be a painter. I probably will never be a painter. I have no desire to paint, anything like that. I had the desire to sing, though. I had the desire to dance. I had the desire to feel more comfortable, my skin feel better about my abilities. So with that desire, you follow that and you understand. So I think to kind of wrap up some of these different topics, I would say, analyze your life and analyze the things that you've always may have wanted to do, and analyze your beliefs about them. It may take a while too to like start recognizing these different patterns when you have different thoughts. So just start recognizing the things you say to yourself, like, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I'm not good at math. Oh, I'm not good at this. I'm not this. That's all evidence of a fixed mindset. So anytime you kind of box yourself in, you're kind of putting a spell on yourself and saying that, oh, I can't do anything outside of this realm. I can't improve from this level, which is, like I said before, inherently not true. So yeah, man, don't want to make this video too long, but I guess for actionable and practical tips and advice, analyze your life, figure out who you want to be in life. You feel me? Be very self-aware in what you want to be, and be really realistic about how good you can become in those skills. I wanted to be in the league. I'm not naturally athletic. Most people are naturally athletic that's in the league. You could be a shooter, but you're still kind of naturally athletic. I wasn't never naturally athletic. Most I probably could have got is D1, maybe in the league, 12th man on the roster if I tried really, 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 really hard. So be self-aware about who you want to be and what it will take to get there, but then don't limit yourself in how good you can actually become by having a fixed mindset and thinking that you can't grow in certain skill sets. If you may not be able to be a billionaire entrepreneur, but you can maybe be $100,000 entrepreneur. You can maybe be a $250,000 a year entrepreneur. You may be able to be a $300,000 a year entrepreneur, or you may make $1 million working for somebody else's company. But what inherent skill sets do you need to reach that level? Maybe you think, oh, I can't speak in public, or I can't speak at the board meeting, or I can't speak in front of class. You're just limiting yourself. You don't know if you don't try. So I think that would be the follow-up tip, is once you have identified those areas, go ahead and try, and start small, but be consistent. When I try to sing and dance every day, I tried to work out every day. I try anything I'm trying to improve at or have the growth mindset. It's about starting small and being consistent. Because if you start too big, you're most likely gonna quit. Most likely. And I've quit plenty of things before because I started too big. But every time I've started small, just 3 days a week at the gym, starting 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 6 days a week. That's when you can build yourself up to the level that your peak. You feel me? But yeah. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead, like, comment what you want to see next. Back on the YouTube grind, consistent. Follow me on Instagram at Javian Hodges to look at more content, modeling pictures and behind the scenes and etc. Yeah, I think that's it. Share this video if you found some value with somebody else who might get value. and I will catch all of y'all in the next video. Peace.